This is really cool and such an awesome honor to be here. So hi, my name is Asnat. I'm a senior sociology major, minoring in international development. Minneapolis, Minnesota is my hometown. Born in St. Paul. So I'm the youngest, thank you. Sweet, okay. So I'm the youngest of 4 siblings, but I'm actually the first in my family to be born in the United States and to be attending college, both on my mom and dad's side. So my parents. My mom is from Ethiopia, and my dad is from Eritrea. If you don't know, both these countries are in East Africa, and Eritrea is maybe not as familiar. It's bordering Ethiopia next to the Red Sea, and it was a part of Ethiopia, but gained its independence about 20 plus years ago from Ethiopia. So there's kind of like this awkwardness of I'm from both sides of the war. But yeah, so mostly, we speak English at home, and I went to an English-speaking church. We ate burgers and ice cream. I watched cartoons like Hey Arnold. My mom could never get enough of I Love Lucy, and my dad and brothers bonded over Monday Night Football. But don't get me wrong, my family was more than proud to be Ethiopian Eritrean. Art from both countries filled my home. Injera, a delicious traditional dish, was available to eat, but more significantly, East African values such as respecting the elderly, living out deeply caring and intentional community, and the kindest hospitality even to strangers was the atmosphere that I grew up in. And so feeling proud and seeing the value in my heritage didn't come easily for me. I honestly believe that my situation was a disadvantage compared to my peers. And although my family was always very encouraging, they just didn't have the same experience as me as a third culture kid to pull from to give me advice or guide me in the process of my identity. So I had to navigate this in between, which is what a third culture kid is, living in the third culture, the mix of the two. Because I felt like I was behind trying to figure out the process, not only in the United States, for example, like seeking out and applying for college, but also in both Ethiopian and Eritrean heritage, the language, I can only understand it, I can't speak it. So on both ends, I'm kind of distanced from both identities, like from what I've seen in media. I didn't believe that there was value in my voice and my experience because I didn't look just American or be just Ethiopian Eritrean. I was in this in between, and I didn't think that my input would be important or adequate, and this especially came up in the college setting when I had to kind of define my identity. And it wasn't until I met students and faculty here who were like me in various ways, who defined my identity with confidence in themselves and in their backgrounds, that helped me shape my perspective and see that it was a lie from the enemy to think that I had all the learning to do and nothing to offer and give to the community. So I identify myself as Black, and so I had to see what that means, being Black in the context of the United States, and being Black in the context of my family coming from Ethiopia and Eritrea, and also being a Christian. Thankfully, all thanks to God, I now know that being Eritrean, Ethiopian, American is important in the kingdom of God. And there are aspects of God's character that I better understand because of my experience, and they're valuable to bring to the table as we strive together in the Christian community to do kingdom work, bringing in the marginalized, the oppressed, and those with marred identity. My name is Asnat, and I'm made in the image of God.
We hope you enjoyed this message. Biola University offers a variety of biblically centered degree programs, ranging from business to ministry to the arts and sciences. Learn more at biola.edu.